Okay. Hi, my name is Mrs. Braha. Hi, Stephanie. Oh. I see Olivia. I see Lenore. Hi, everybody. Actually, we're not really supposed to say hi today, but all right. Okay. So, girls, I'm just going to wait another minute or so to see if anyone else wants to hop on. So girls, this is going to be an art class. So I would like for you to start to get your supplies ready.
Mommy, I need my supplies.
Okay. So we're going to need, we're going to need plain white paper. Plain white paper. A pencil and an eraser. And then later, if you have either a black Sharpie or a black marker or any type of crayons or markers, then we're going to use that after. Okay? Okay. So girls, I'm gonna wait. It's 12:32. This class starts at 12:30. I'm gonna wait another couple of minutes to see if anyone else wants to join. But while we're waiting, I'm just gonna say it again in case anyone else comes on. Yeah, girls, we're gonna need plain white paper. Like this is just plain computer paper, or you could use white construction paper. Better if it doesn't have lines. You don't want to use notebook paper because it won't. It's better to use a plain paper. Okay, you're gonna need a pencil with an eraser and either a black Sharpie and then crayons or markers or both. All right. So I'm gonna wait while you girls get your supplies.
Bobby,
Yes?
this is AB Tal from the SCA. Hi. Can you please try and start as soon as you can because there's another class after you.
Okay, fine. So
okay.
fine.
Thank you very much.
Start. Okay.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so girls, we're going to start. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mrs. Braha, and I teach art here in Deal. I live in Deal all year round, and I teach art at Hillel and Elan. I see a couple of familiar faces. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a project, an art project. It's called Remembering Yerushalayim, because on Tish'a BeAb, we have to remember Yerushalayim, right? Because this is the day where we lost the Bet HaMikdash, amongst other things. So we want to remember Yerushalayim in our way that we can as young girls. What could we do, right? So we are going to do a picture of Yerushalayim with the Bet HaMikdash in the middle, okay? So I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. So you're going to get out your pencils and we're going to start to get going, okay? And if we don't finish this, I don't think we're going to finish this in the half-hour time slot. So hopefully by the end of the time slot, we'll be able to finish this in pencil. And then later in the day, when you have time, you could color it and make it really, really beautiful and finish it up. So I'm going to start mine in a Sharpie. You're going to do yours in pencil. Wait, where's my Sharpie? You're going to do yours in pencil in case you want to erase anything. But I'm going to do mine in Sharpie because it just shows up better on the screen. All right. So here we go. You're going to keep your papers horizontal like this. Okay. And right around here, like towards the bottom of the page, we're going to be making the old city, because Yerushalayim was surrounded by a wall. So we're going to be making the old city wall. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing here. It just goes like this. I'm going to show you. Okay, so right around here, more towards the bottom of your page, you're going to be doing this in pencil. Okay, girls? You're going to be making the wall around the old city of Yerushalayim. Okay? If you have any questions, just ask. You could unmute yourselves when you need to ask a question. Okay, and again, so I'm going to be doing this in Sharpie. You're going to be doing this in pencil. All right, good, Daisy, good. So hold it up when you're done, girls, so I know that we're ready for the next step. Just hold it up. Okay, good. All right. Okay, good. So right around here, girls, we're going to be doing like the gates, the big gates that go around the old city. There's a few of them, but we're going to be doing what I'm going to show you. So what we're going to be doing is the same thing, but smaller in the middle. So here we go. So in the middle, we're going to be doing, it's almost like a square, and it has these little thingies on top. And then the gate. Some of you that might have been to Yerushalayim, you'll notice, like, if you ever went around the tour of the old city sometimes.
Can you give me 1 minute just to finish one step, please?
Sure, I'll wait another minute. Okay, right. So I remember one of the times I went to Yerushalayim, we took a walking tour around the top of the old city wall. It was really, really cool. Okay, good. All right. All right, girls. So again, so yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine throughout. You could change it up a little bit, but I'm just going to give you like the basic way to do it. Like if you have more of these squares on top than I have or less than I have, that's okay. All right. Okay, so next, girls, we're going to do the Beit HaMikdash. All right. So the Beit HaMikdash was a big, beautiful, gorgeous building that we are praying for today and every day, actually, when we say the Amidah. We pray for Hashem to give it back to us. So we're going to be making the Beit HaMikdash in the middle, okay? So the first step is, I'm going to show you, and it's pretty tall. It's going to be taller than the rest of the buildings around it. So it's going to be in the middle. We're going to be making a big rectangle. Now you see mine, I still have some room here for my sky, okay? But you want to go higher, okay? So you want to make it a tall rectangle. Right, so this is the basic shape for our Beit HaMikdash. Okay, good job. Good job, girls. When you're done, you could start to hold it up. Okay, how you doing, everybody? Good? Good, love that. Okay, so next step, girls, we're gonna be making inside that rectangle, we're gonna be making another smaller rectangle inside that one, see? So the Beit HaMikdash was very, very big, but we're gonna just be doing the front of the main part of the Kodesh and the Kodesh Kedoshim, right? The main part. All right. Hold them up when you're ready. Good job, super. All right, next step, girls, across the top, we're going to be making a line like that, across the top. That should take just a second to do. That's pretty easy. Good. All right, you girls are doing super. I'm seeing everybody. For those of you that are not on the screen, if you want to put your face on the screen so I could see your artwork, that would be super. Okay, next, we're going to be doing zigzags on the top, like the top of the Bet HaMikdash. It sort of looked like a crown. Okay, so you see how I put like the zigzag on top there? It sort of looks like a crown on the top of the Bet HaMikdash. And when you color that in, you could color that in. It was probably I think it was a golden color. Okay, good job. Next step, girls. We're going to be doing like the columns. They have these big, beautiful columns. Okay, so remember we did the small rectangle? So we're going to do a line up to the top and a line up to the top. So now that creates these two big, beautiful columns on the side here. I'd like to see some more faces out there in Zoom land. And artworks out there. Good job, super. Okay, so next, underneath that, we're gonna be doing, just to make it look like columns, we're gonna add like a little smiley and a little smiley over there. So it looks like a column. Okay, good. Next, girls, on the top, we're gonna be doing like this. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so on the top here, we're going to be doing like this, one inside the other. Okay, and that was like, I don't know how you explain it, but that's sort of what it looks like. So this is the tool part, and then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. So watch, on the bottom here, we're going to be doing a line across the top. And then we're going to be doing, so now this is going to, now the bottom here, we're going to be doing doors, okay, like the door. So watch. So this is going to be, some of it looks like it's overlapped by the old city wall, but that's okay. Okay. So the old city wall here is blocking it a little bit because we're going to be seeing it. We're going to be doing like a landscape. So all this back here is going to be filled with little houses. So when you're looking at it from, let's say, far away, you don't see the whole Beit HaMikdash. You're only seeing, like from perspective, you're seeing the wall in front of this, okay? So here we have this bottom part. Okay, excellent job. Okay, and then over here, we're going to be doing two columns. Okay, so on the side here, girls, we're going to be doing like two columns over there, just like we did here. Okay, so a little smiley there, a little smiley there, and then we're going to go down. Okay. Now, if you want to add the lines, some lines to your columns over there, you can. I didn't do it on my first one, but it just looks a little more like columns, pillars. I just added some, they don't have to be very dark. You could just for an accent, you could add some little lines there, okay? So pretty much there we have our Bet HaMikdash. Let's see how it looks. Great, Lenore, good job, excellent. Let's see, could everyone else hold it up? Is that a Rowena? Okay, Rowena Harari, great job. Daisy, Orly, Stephanie, hold it a little closer, sweetie, so I could see it. Nicole, great job. Stephanie, great job.
I'm not Daisy.
Oh, Daisy, Ilan.
I'm not Daisy.
Sorry, I should write Carmel instead of Nicole. I'm changing it.
Oh, okay, I'm just reading the names that are on the screen, so don't take it personal, but I'm just looking. I see Raquel Miz.
That's Natalie Miz.
Oh
Natalie Miz.
Of course, Natalie Miz is an artist. All right, super. All right, next, okay, we have to move along because we have to stick to the time. So far, everyone's doing great. Okay, so now that we have the big Beit HaMikdash, we're going to start putting in the old-fashioned buildings. So in the old city, the buildings, the houses, see, they have these domes on the roof. See, these are like rooftop domes. So we're going to be putting in some houses. Okay, so girls, the houses you can make any shape, rectangle or square or both. So watch what I'm going to do on one side. Okay, so first I'm going to put in over here a rectangle or a square. And then I'm going to continue across up till I get to the Beit HaMikdash over here. So watch, I'm going to do a rectangle and a square, and it could overlap a little bit. Okay, so watch how I did it. So I did a box, a rectangle, and then I did another one that was a little lower. And then I did another one that was a little higher. And then I did another one that was a little lower. And it's okay, no matter how these shapes come out, they're gonna look good. You could do squares or rectangles, however they come out. All right, and guess what we're gonna do on the other side? Same thing on the other side, right? Because we gotta fill in that old city. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same. The houses could be a little different on either side. So I'm gonna go all the way down to my old city wall, okay? See, it's gonna touch, here's the old city wall. Remember, girls, this is the old city wall. I'm gonna make it a little darker. I'm gonna make it a little thicker so you can see the difference. And then, of course, once you color it in, you're gonna be able to really see the difference and show the difference between the old city wall and houses. Okay, so here, girls, I did this a little bit darker, you see? So here's my old city wall, and here are my, what's gonna be my little houses around the old city, okay? Let's see. Miss Steffa, Olivia, super. Let's see. Rowena, super duper. Super duper, Daisy. All right. Ilana, great.
I can't see like okay, yeah. I couldn't see like what you did. Like, wait, but what did you do more? Because it was coloring out of thing.
You could do more, that's okay.
No, but like, what did you do like the last thing?
Oh, so I did it, okay, so I did it on the other side. So first I did these houses on this side, and then I did the same thing on the other side. But they don't have to be exactly the same. So let's say, here I happen to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here I have also 4, but that's just how mine came out. But let's say you have 4 on this side and 5 on this side, it doesn't matter. Okay? All right, now girls, we have to put the domes. We have to give each one of these little houses a domed roof. And that's pretty easy to do. It's just like a half a circle, like that. Okay? So it's starting to really look like the old city of Yerushalayim, right? So in our own little way today, you girls, and me, of course, could remember Yerushalayim. This is our way through doing our art. It's our very special way of remembering Yerushalayim. Beautiful. Okay, next, girls, we're going to add a couple of more houses. We're not going to put the windows, let's put the windows in. We're going to put the windows. Now, the windows, you could put as many windows as you want, okay, in each house. And the windows could be either square or arched, okay? So here I did like an arched window, like the same as the roof. And on here, On this building, I put 4 windows. On this building, I put 2 windows. On this building, I put 1 square, and on this building, I put 1 arched. So they could all be a little different, okay? And of course, you're gonna do that on the other side. Okay, so we have our windows and our roofs, and we're gonna put these on the other side over there. So I'm gonna put mine in. What, sweetie?
Can I put curtains?
Of course you could put curtains. Yes, all those little details, you could add your own little details, however you want, to make it more.
Can the curtains be a bit ripped? Have like little holes in them?
However you want to do the curtains. All right. So girls, here we have our city. It's starting to look like our city. So we put in the windows. If you want, you could put in a person, a little face in the window. Okay. But that I'm going to let you do on your own. So here we have our big Beit HaMikdash, and we have our little city of Yerushalayim, the old city. All right, but girls, stop for now. You can always go back because I really want to make sure we get all this in. We're going to add another layer of buildings. So I'm going to add on top of those other buildings. You see, girls, I added another square. It's sort of overlapping, but it's going to look like it's behind it, right? So I'm going to add another square over here and another square over here. Okay, now remember, our Beit HaMikdash is still the tallest. Okay, that has to be the tallest. So you want to make sure that the houses are not bigger than the Beit HaMikdash. The Beit HaMikdash has to be the tallest. Okay, so we put here our little squares, and then we're going to put some domes on top of those roofs. And I'm going to put more windows over there. Okay, so here, girls, so we added another layer of houses on this side. See the difference? So this side has 2 layers of houses, and this side has 1 layer of houses. Now, it might look interesting to leave it like that. You could either leave it like this, or you could add more houses on the other side. Okay? So it's up to you. If you want to just leave it like that.
I'm just gonna put a dome in the back. I'm gonna put like a house and just a dome in the back. So it looks like the house is just like in the back of the other house.
Right, exactly.
And the dome is just up there.
Right, exactly. It could look like it's exactly. So I think I'm going to leave mine like this. I think it looks a little interesting. You know why? Because Yerushalayim's all on mountains. So if you choose to do yours like this, where it's not even, maybe this side, these houses are on a mountain, right? But you could add more on this side, whatever you girls want to do. All right, girls, we're going to move along because I want to finish this, okay? Now, Yerushalayim is surrounded by mountains. So we're going to put in mountains in the background. And you could put in, so I'm going to show you what mine looks like. So I started from this side, and I made a mountain, and I made another mountain, and I made another mountain. And then on this side, I made another mountain, and I made another mountain. So now we have, this is the front where we see the old city wall. And then we have our old city. And then, of course, Yerushalayim is surrounded by mountains. So we're going to put in the mountains over there in the background. Okay. So however your mountains come out, if you have a lot of mountains or a little mountains, good, Daisy. If you have a lot or a little, or they're taller or they're shorter, it's all right. They're all mountains and it's nature. So it's okay however they come out. Now we want to put, What, sweetie?
Can you draw trees? Can you draw trees on the mountains?
You're a step ahead of me. Let's draw the trees. Okay. So Yerushalayim has these kinds of trees. I'm going to show you. But you can make the trees however you want. I'm going to make my trees, and I'm also going to make my trees like inside the city. Okay. So look. So Israel has these kinds of trees, but you can make any kinds of trees. So I made my trees like in the mountains here. And over here, I added some trees. And I even added some trees like over here. Like, so it looks like they're more in front. So I stuck a tree over there, and I stuck a tree over there. Okay, and I put some trees over there. All right, and you can make the trees any kind of trees that you want to. All right, now girls, we need a couple of more things that we're gonna do. If you want to add some more houses in the background to make it look like they're far away, we're gonna make the same kind of houses, but really, really tiny. See, look, on the mountain, okay, I made little squares and domes. I made some here and I made some here. And I made them very small, so they look like they're far away. You could even stick a little village of houses over here if you want to. It doesn't have to, you could put them like on the line of the mountain, but you could also put them over here, like inside the mountain right there. Not inside, but it's gonna, I'm gonna show you what it would look like. Okay, so over here, I just stuck a few tiny little houses like over here. All right, let's see, Olivia. Ah, super. All right, so now girls, for the sky, we have like a couple of minutes left. So for the sky, of course, you could add a sun, you could add clouds. I think I'm gonna add a sun because I want it to be happy, but you could add clouds. I'm gonna make my sun like this. And I'm gonna stick it on the side because on mine, if you want to, we could write the pasuk over here. There's a very famous pasuk that we say in Tehillim and we say it at weddings.
You have to write it.
You don't have to. I'm gonna show you, if you wanna write it, this is how it looks. Okay, if you don't have to. Im eshkachech Yerushalayim tishkach yimini.
Can we draw a rainbow like in the back? Can we draw a rainbow?
Now, girls, now you could do whatever you want. If you want to add any details, you could add a rainbow, you could add clouds, you could add birds. Oh, let's pick a few birds.
Can you show the paper again?
Yeah, so this is my birds. If you want to add the pasuk, there's the pasuk. Okay, if you want to add the pasuk, it's nice. So girls, before I go, because we only have 2 minutes left.
The pasuk.
Oh, here's the pasuk. Im eshkachech Yerushalayim tishkach yimini. Okay, and girls, if you want to add it on here, you see how I added bricks? So if you want to add some bricks to the old city wall, we didn't do that. So that's like a detail that you could add in.
Can you show the pasuk one more time?
Yeah, I'll show you the pasuk. So now's the time, girls, to add all those little details. If you want to add curtains, if you want to add clouds and a rainbow and birds, if you want to add people on the mountains or little animals, you could do that. If you want to add flowers or trees or any kind of details that you want to add, this is your picture. This is your way of remembering Yerushalayim today, and hopefully we will get our Bet HaMikdash back really, really soon. We all want to get to Yerushalayim with the Bet HaMikdash. So girls, I'm going to leave you in a minute. Now that you're done with your drawing, you could take your Sharpie, you could outline it in Sharpie. and you could color it in, and you can make it as colorful as you want and as beautiful as you want. Could you hold them up? Let me see them. Ah,
Mrs. Braha, I hate to cut you short, but I think we have another class starting now.
all right, girls. I'm gonna head out. It was great seeing you all. Hope to see you in Yerushalayim really soon. Bye.
Mommy,
Thank you. So nice.
Mommy, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Bobby.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye, girls.
Miss Kenny, I'm gonna wait.
I'm muted. I didn't see that. Hi, Francine, Irene, Randy. Some people I don't know. Barbara, Shelly, Estelle, Susie, Yvette. If you guys could show your screens, you know I like that better. This way I could feel your faces as I'm teaching you. I can feel your reactions.